in every car with gas, but then we charge a carbon tax. Pretend that we confused when everybody gets a heart attack.
I'm coming for big pharma. I'm coming for award shows. I'm literally definitely messing with a lot of people who make a lot of money.
All right, guys, so something big is about to happen that I am extremely grateful for. I've done a video or two about this next gentleman who's coming on. His name is Hi-Rez. His name is Rez. And the dude is one of the, he's an extremely dope rapper. Now, there's not many rappers. You probably know of a lot of rappers who do amazing things, get crazy numbers and whatnot. This dude actually says stuff in his music. He says stuff in his music, and then he raps extremely fast. He's been doing this for an extremely long time. He freestyles. He has, different ways of rapping that he can do. He actually blew up like crazy just driving as an Uber or doing Lyft, and people get in the car while he's driving them to where he's going, and he'll let them know, look, I'm trying to be a rapper. I want you to listen to something. You be honest with me. Let me know exactly what you think. Then he'll cut on the instrumental, and next thing you know, he's driving and rapping his ass off. This dude is crazy good, man. I'm going to show y'all something, and then we about to have him on the video with us as we review his very new song that just now came out. I don't even know the name of it, all right? I don't know the name of it. I don't even know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad, but he's going to be here, man. So y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know. Be extremely brutally honest. And I know he's one of the type of artists where he gets banned on social media platforms. He gets shadow banned a lot because of the things that he says. And I don't get it. I really don't get this whole censorship BS that's going on throughout this, on every platform, it seems. But guess what? You can't put baby in the corner, man. I'm going to check out people who I think are truth seekers, truth tellers, and just great. And it looks like they have been chosen to work their assignment by God, right? And if they are them, then we will connect, and hopefully you guys will be a part of it.
How come when I rapped about this?
Oh, I got that. Anything you need, like pills or weed, I got that.
Labels didn't care. They actually liked it. They encouraged it. Fans didn't really care. A lot of them encouraged it. They liked it. Nobody called me crazy. Nobody called me nuts. Nobody asked if I was okay. Nobody checked on me. And how come when I rapped like this?
Got over government lies that they're covering, innocent suffering, won't let our freedom just crumble or disappear without a fight in the struggle. They want us so sick and don't want you recovering.
People think I'm nuts. People check on me, and not in a nice way. More of a
Y'all hear that, right? When he's rapping about BS, when he's talking about I got that, he's carrying liquor, smoking weed, like he's living that gangster life, you know what I mean? That type of reckless life, the type of life that's completely opposite of what God put us on this earth to do. People love it. They love it. His daggone numbers going through the roof. Like, man, Satan's minions is sharing this music everywhere. It's like, yes, he's doing our work. He's doing our work. Yes, blowing it up, right? But then when he started talking about Christ and government and loving the country and making sure we get things back in order, people hate that. They calling him like, bruh, you good? Are you all right? Like, if you want me to pray for you, I'll pray for you. But you wouldn't pray for me when I was doing this right here. Check this out, man. I ain't going to stop it this time.
How come when I rapped about this?
Oh, I got that. Anything you need, like pills or weed, I got that.
Labels didn't care. They actually liked it. They encouraged it. Fans didn't really care. A lot of them encouraged it. They liked it. Nobody called me crazy. Nobody called me nuts. Nobody asked if I was okay. Nobody checked on me. And how come when I rapped like this?
Got over government lies that they're covering, innocent suffering, won't let our freedom just crumble or disappear without a fight in the struggle. They want us so sick and don't want you recovering.
People think I'm nuts. People check on me, and not in a nice way. More of a passive aggressive, this guy's nuts way. Brands are a little bit more reluctant and hesitant to work, and you're more likely to be blacklisted and blackballed from companies and corporations in Hollywood. How is God and freedom more controversial than drugs, sex, partying? Moral of the story?
Hold on. That is absolutely the truth. That is absolutely the truth. When people find out that you are standing for God, and you're standing for freedom, and you're standing for your country, and you're standing for your rights, guess what? You start losing deals. Companies no longer want to do business with you. People that said that they will be on your show and come talk to you, go check. And then before they do that, they go check out your content. They like, oh, whoa. that might hurt my career. I don't know, man. I mean, you know who I work with, and you know how that will come off. So I'm like, man, I fully understand. I get it. I get it. And it's unfortunate that I get it, but I get it. It's crazy unfortunate that I get it.
Controversial in drugs, sex, partying. Moral of the story for all you upcoming artists, these labels, these distribution companies, and a lot of these fans, they don't give a damn about your health or spirit, beliefs. They only care about lining their pockets and using you to do that.
So I played that so y'all can see what type of artist is about to be with us right now. And he has a new song out. I'm actually afraid, bro, because what if you say something? What if he says, it sucks that I'm afraid? No, I'm not afraid, man. You see my shirt, it says fearless. But nobody wants to do anything that's going to get in the way of their livelihood. I have a family just like you all right? I have I have bills, I have different obligations that I need to adhere to, just like you all. But the fact that I have to be fearful of the things that I say out of my mouth, even with good intent, with everything, because I don't say anything with ill intent. I don't try to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't try to disrespect anybody. I just point it out for what it is according to me, and how it lands is how it lands. Just like everyone else, when they say something that's true, near and dear to them, how it lands is how it lands, right? But I don't say anything with the intent to hurt anybody, with the intent to disrespect anyone. But fact still remains that if you talk about certain things, oh, he's here. Yeah.
I was enjoying listening to the last minute, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm excited to be in this video with you, my brother, and I'm looking forward to this.
Quiet? Am I too quiet, too loud, too what?
You're good. You're perfect.
Okay, cool.
But I did go over one of your videos before you came in here. We went over the video called "The Dark Truth About the Music Industry."
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like, it's almost not a surprise, right? But people are so asleep to, like, think about this. Like, you see Beyonce promoting Pepsi and shit, or anything, right? Like, you see these beautiful, quote unquote people promoting McDonald's. And it's like, damn well, like, they're not really co-signing this shit. But people really believe, like, if I see an artist who I trust or I like doing something, then it must be in good faith always. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. So it's always it's a little strange, but once you wake up to that, you recognize that everything is, not I shouldn't say everything, but a lot of things are a lie, man. A lot of things are forced and corporatized, and people, wow. a lot of artists don't really care about their fans. You know what I mean? I don't want to say most, but many. You know what I mean?
I would say most.
Honestly, I like to hope that's not the case, but yeah. I think it is. I think it is the case.
It's unfortunate, it's the business, and the business is, honestly, I'm told by people who have made it very far in Hollywood that you're not supposed to care what your fans say. You're not supposed to care about your fans. You're just supposed to run the play. Just run the play.
Look, I had this conversation with you last time where I don't care what people say, good or bad, but that's more like, I trust God, I trust the process, but I still take into account what my fans want. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to, you can't let your fans run the ship, like how you said, but you also can't ignore your fans, importance on that ship. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely right.
So it's
absolutely
strange. It's all about a balance, right? Because sometimes you really have to trust your like even if 100% of your fans are telling you no, you got to trust your gut, you got to trust your instincts and shit like that. But ultimately, like, you can't let ego run the boat. You know what I mean?
That was the truth. Okay,
right,
let's go and get to it. Let's get it. I'm excited now, man. Okay. Ooh, calm down, punk. Calm down. You act like you daggone in the video with Eminem. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Rez, man, thank you so much again for the opportunity, big dog. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You have an audience, man, that loves what you do, and I'm happy to that you give a shit, to allow me to do this too. So thank you.
You're dope, bro. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. I am here with the Hi-Rez. We're about to check out his new joint, man. Y'all can tell, if you can't tell already by looking at my face, I'm super excited. Super excited. And before I hit play, big dog, Is there anything you want to say to bring us up into this?
Yeah, so this is easily one of my craziest videos of my career. I say that pretty often, which is obviously cool because we're always trying to top the previous one. But this one for sure is like where I'm playing with the most fire. And when you play with the most fire, you have a lot of fun too. At least as an artist, for me, I like to really push the envelope. I like to kind of test the waters. And this one for sure, I'm coming for, big government. I'm coming for government overreach. I'm coming for central, certain intelligence agencies around the world. I'm coming for big pharma. I'm coming for award shows. I'm literally definitely messing with a lot of people who make a lot of money and do a lot of things like that. And it's funny to me. It's really funny to me. And but it's of course all fictitious, and everybody in the video is not based on anybody or anything. And everything you hear is all a fiction and not really backed by science or faith or any of this stuff. It's all just, it's all a joke. It's all a parody. So one of those legal disclaimers as well. So I'm looking forward to what y'all think about this. So I appreciate you, Van, for having me.
Yes, sir. And although my hoodie says fearless, man, I gotta say I'm about a teaspoon fearful because people have said less and received strikes and bans and all this other stuff. So guys, we about to have some fun. Y'all about to learn something through this man's creativity, and everybody else, all the special guests that may or may not appear. It's gonna be amazing, man. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try my best not to stop it so y'all can fully enjoy it, but I cannot tell you that I'm just gonna play it straight through because I might not. All right. So let's go and get it popping. Sir, let's go, man. I'm excited. It's called What's the Truth? Let's go.
All characters and events in this work are purely fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, events, or locations is coincidental and unintended. The views and actions expressed by the core values of Hi-Rez LLC.
You talking fast? You had to say it.
Welcome to the Chamois year 2030.
Brought to you by Liza.
I hope you have your butt.
Oh, is it in the highest quality? Can we turn it higher? I just uploaded, so I don't know. But first of all, that's.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, bro. We coming for everybody. I told you we're coming for everybody, bro. Every second somebody's gonna be taking it personal.
Yo, he said brought to you by Liza.
Brought to you by Liza.
All right,
we start with that legal disclaimer, man, where I spoke we sped it up.
Well, that's what they used to do on daggone TV shows and movies and stuff. So yes, it's fitting. All right, hopefully you hear it okay this time. All right, cool.
Welcome to the Chamois year 2030.
Brought to you by Liza.
I hope you have your bug protein and VR goggles ready as you sit there owning nothing, because you're in for a treat tonight. We have many celebrities in the house that we tell you care about, and they pretend to care about you. And they're definitely not mouthpieces of their puppet masters used to promote various vested interests. Definitely not that. So without further ado, let's get into our first category. And the Best Rap Group of the Year award goes to the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, shoot.
Yo, JP is a fool, man. The Backstreet Boys. Okay.
Year award goes to the Backstreet Boys.
Hey, you'll own nothing and be happy. I'm your new mommy and daddy. See what happens if you getting in the way of what we planning. Extort the House and Senate, implement a social credit. You can see where this is headed. It's a global Armageddon. Lock them down for climate change, but we still flying private planes. Go to sleep, you little sheep. We don't want you wide awake. Banning every car with gas, but then we charge a carbon tax. Pretend that we confused when everybody gets a heart attack.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so you really going there, bro?
Yeah, man. I'll break it down as far as because honestly, it's one of those beats that I just don't want to stop. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's go. You know what? I'm not gonna stop it again.
No. I'm not even saying that. But I'm telling you, I was rocking with you, and we both were jamming, which I liked. But I'm just gonna just wrap it now. I'm just gonna tell y'all how it is. So it's you'll own nothing and be happy. I'm your new mommy and daddy. See what happens if you getting in the way of what we planning. Extort the house and Senate. Implement a social credit. You can see where this is headed. It's a global Armageddon. Lock them down for climate change, but we still flying private planes. Go to sleep, you little sheep. We don't want you wide awake. Banning every car with gas, but then we charge a carbon tax. Pretend that we confused when everybody gets a heart attack, and that's where we paused.
Oh my gracious.
This doesn't even need to be explained. You feel me? Like,
listen. You've explained it, bro. Just do the flat out bars. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Make the kids sad and depressed. Tell the men have ass and breasts. Make the women masculine. You'll enjoy having less. Penetrate the cabinets. You're either privileged or repressed. Fly to islands to have sex. Whoops, forget that I said that.
So you got droplets.
Oh my, he didn't take shots at, come on, bro. You took shots at all of Hollywood with that one.
Everybody, that's what I'm saying, bro. Every line is one of these things where it doesn't, now that I'm listening back and like it doesn't, every line is so in your face. There's no hidden messages here, bro. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not like, there's no subliminals here, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Of
And
course,
you wonder why they blackballing you.
yeah, but I'm not, you're right. I'm not even, I guess sometimes I do wonder because it's like, I always thought authenticity and truth and being I always thought that is what was important. And then I told y'all this last time we spoke, that I woke up to how fake Hollywood and musicians and gangsters and gangster rappers are. All that shit is a facade, bro. I realized like I was trying to appeal and to appease like a certain crowd of people that looked at this theater as reality.
Wow.
And then I realized, whoa, like I could pretend to be anything because everybody's pretending to be everything. So I started playing these characters. That's why I started playing these characters is I real like first of all, I'm trolling a lot of them who actually, think like, their fans think they're gangster or think that they're, whatever. They're more
like they give a damn.
Like they give it like they're humble, they're genius, they're gangster, they're whatever facade these people are playing. It made me realize, okay, like if these people are getting away with it and their fans really look at them like God, like first of all, I'll never worship a false idol. I learned that.
Go ahead, bro.
And as soon as I got closer to my faith, I only got further to something that was already with inside of me, where I realized like, this is all backward. Everything that's good is evil and evil is good, and we've really been taught that up is down and down is up. And I'm really happy that I had this awakening because I'm having so much more fun with the music than ever, and I'm able to just kind of play these characters in these roles, almost making fun of even my old self, where I was so naive to thinking all this was like, they say all that glitters ain't gold, right?
That's right.
I really thought that like everything, like I really saw Hollywood as this shiny place and all these actors, these celebrities. I used to watch the Kardashians with my girl, bro. Like I used to just like be in awe of fame and money and like all this stuff. And it's not really something I envied, but it's something that I was attracted to like a moth to a flame. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just so blessed and so grateful that not only my wife and me, but I have a small circle of people now who also are on this awakening with me, man, spiritually and
That's
physically and emotionally. So yeah, I mean, that's a long story short, but yeah.
Bless you, brother. Let's get back into it, man. You the guy.
You're repressed. Fly to islands to have sex. Whoops, forget that I said that.
So you got droplets. You actually have to wear a few masks on your backside, on your rectum, because someone coughs, so and across the country, across the world, it could go in the toilet and actually come up your toilet, and it actually get you sick. It get you sick through the rectum. It's called rectumitis.
What is this? No! The World Health Organization is not going to exist! I'm not going to live in a world where my wife and her boyfriend have to eat bugs! And guess what? I'm going to own a gas stove and you're not going to do a damn thing about it! And I'm going to live in a 45-minute minimum city, none of this 15-minute bullcrap! Ah!
Ain't that Mike Gates or Mark Gates? What's his name?
His name Alex Stein. And,
Alex Stein, my bad.
Yeah,
Alex Stein, my bad. That's the dude that
yeah.
always get in front of the like the board and he'll start rapping or he'll say something. Yeah.
So funny, bro. I found out about Alex Stein like a year ago. And from that, what you said, when he first, it was just rap. He wasn't really doing nothing too political, and it was just rapping and trolling. And as a rapper, like my homies were sending it to me, and I was just like, yo, this guy's funny. And like he was freestyling, and it was pretty good. And I was like, yo, this is funny. And then it got a little bit more socio-political, and it got a little bit more where he's trolling politicians now. And I'm like, yo, this guy's my hero because he was trolling Republicans and conservatives. So I was just like, yo, this man, he was not taking anything serious. I love people who don't like, so we, like I said, we take Hollywood serious, politicians serious, we take all these things serious. So I love when someone comes in and just shakes shit up and is like, you're all a joke. You know what I mean? And he's one of those dudes who came in and he was in DC with his phone, and he said something funny about AOC. He was like, that's my favorite big booty Latina. And then like, it went viral. She came out to the camera, started yelling, and you know, just knowing how good of a heart Alex has, man, and knowing his origin story, he's such a good guy, man. And I'm so glad that he was, and everyone in this video is so humble, man. Like, I don't really work with rappers the way I used to, because it's like there's a lot of ego in music. But these doctors and scientists and people that are new to like attention, because they didn't come in this for attention. Like the last few years, like this thing found them. Similar to me, like I've had fans for a while, but this kind of newfound audience that I have it found me. I didn't go looking for it. You know what I mean? And Alex Stein is one of those people, and such a humble guy, man. And everyone in the video is so humble, and they always work with me when it comes to budgeting and knowing that I'm funding everything myself with, you know, through merchandise and through my fans. And everyone is always so humble and has humility when working with me on these projects. So I'm so grateful for Alex and everyone else.
That's what's up, man. And you putting on a production too. So much love to you and all of them, for real.
Thank you.
5-minute minimum, city. None of this 15-minute bullcrap. Ah!
What's the truth? It doesn't matter, cause we brainwashing the youth. Poison the water and the sky and all your food. Rules for D and not for me, we are immune. We make the rules, so tell me what's the truth? It doesn't matter, cause we brainwashing the youth. Poison the water and the sky and all your food. Rules for D and not for me, we are immune. We make the rules, so tell me what's the truth? No surprise, we own the science, you know we control supply. So that if you don't comply, you might starve or go cold tonight. Keep them shut, don't open eyes. Politicians have the closest ties, make everything overpriced, made the whole world go inside. Own the news and media, believe what we're feeding you. And if you do not, then every hour we repeat it, bruh. Yep. All right, let me run it back. Let me say, it's no surprise, we own the science, you know we control supply. So that if you don't comply, you might starve or go cold tonight. Keep them shut, don't open eyes. Politicians have the closest ties, make everything overpriced, made the whole world go inside. Own the news and media, believe what we're feeding you. And if you do not, then every hour we repeat it, bruh. And I think that's where we're at. But
yep, and that's exactly everything you just now said actually happened.
This was I was like, there's every once in a while, because I've been making music for 15 years almost, maybe like 10 years professionally, but like 15 years writing music, 15, 16 years. And every once in a while, like as an artist, bro, I'll surprise myself. Like once a year, like I'll surprise myself. And these are one of those verses where it just like God, like it just kept coming, bro. And I remember writing where I was like, you know, it's no surprise, we own the science, you know we control supply. So that if you don't comply, you might stuff or go cold tonight. Keep them shut, don't open eyes. Politicians have the closest ties, make everything overpriced, made the whole world go inside. And it's just, that shit doesn't hit me all the time, like shit like that. You know what I mean?
And it flows hard, and it goes with the beat like crazy. It's like a crazy bop. Even without the beat, it goes crazy. But when you add this beat, I'm gonna talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Because this beat go in.
Bro, so what we wanted to do, and this is another thing that I've learned. So I noticed the last few years, like, you know, you see these kind of, I mean, Hollywood in general, right? Like we have these frequencies and these 808s, and we have a lot of things going on in Hollywood and in rap that's you know, it's gone on for a while where, you know, we're glorifying violence and promoting drug use and all these things. And the beat is always so promiscuous and always so inviting. The beat is always so inviting. And so these are one of these things where I don't think it's a positive beat. It's a very darker sort of beat. But the new goal is to play the same game. You know what I mean? I have no problem saying this out loud. The new goal is playing the same game, because I know my intentions are good. I know I'm only trying to wake people up. I don't need them to come to my side or vote this way or do any of that. I want people to think for themselves and take accountability. And I'm so against victim mentality. And, you know, that's basically what I'm talking about when it comes to this music. So it's like, if I could just wake somebody up, you know, from this slumber that they've been a part of, and they start realizing that, you know, they hold their own power, you know, within their soul, within their heart. Like their destiny's in their grasp, man. And I you know, I don't care what religion they are, you know what I mean? As long as you have some sort of faith, man, as long as you have, you know, you realize this situation is much bigger than you know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's what it's all about, man. So we're using these infectious sort of beats and this drill music, you know what I mean? And that's why I did the kind of stereotypical drill thing right here, was just to, once again, not only to kind of I'm not even taking shots, you know what I mean, but more so to really I'm trying to sell an image to people so they get invited in and then they realize, oh shit, you know, this is my version of clickbait, right? Like this is my version of, you know, come on in, hear the music, it sounds dope, it looks dope. Oh wow, he's actually saying something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As you should. I do that with like when I'm coaching basketball, for instance, and I come from the hood, man, and I treat them in a certain type of manner in order to let them know that they can relate to me. But then once I pull them in, then they see that I'm a family man. I go with my morals, integrity, character. They be like, whoa, you surprised me. I thought you was this thug. Yeah, I'm still a thug. I can still be a thug, but I'm trying to give you something. So you got to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on it in order to invite them in.
Bro, absolutely. That's a beautiful story, man. That's that Coach Carter. I like this. You know? I like that, man.
All right, let's get it, bro.
Believe what we're feeding you, and if you do not, then every hour we repeat it, bro. Disarm and depopulate. We choose who you nominate. We pretend to tolerate, and that's just how we operate. Use these dumb.
Hold on, whoa. We choose who you nominate. That was big.
Yeah, disarm and depopulate. We choose who you nominate. We pretend to tolerate, and that's just how we operate. Yeah, man, it's one of these things where I still believe. So I'm not one of these guys that says, don't, you know, your vote doesn't matter. Don't go out there. I still think that, you know, your vote and your voice and local elections especially, I think people sleep on local elections because that's going to impact you the most. You know what I mean? Like we've had so many politicians in office, you know, as you know, head of the U.S. as far as presidency, and you know, things swing back and forth, markets go up and down, and obviously I think we're at extremely different times right now because we're approaching, you know, a couple centuries of the U.S., you know, existing, and really 1 century of just us really holding power globally. So I think that's a big difference. But in general, man, I think local elections are very important. But yeah, by saying we choose who you nominate, I still do believe that elections, you know, it's been proven that CIA, FBI, you know, are multiple intelligence agencies. It's on file in documents that have been leaked and verified that we have rigged other elections in foreign elections, that the U.S. has interfered in foreign elections. So it's like, okay, if we've interfered in foreign elections and we know that's not some conspiracy theory, you think it's so far-fetched to us interfere in our own right at home or other countries to interfere in our own? Come on, man. It's one of those things. So that's why I said we choose who you nominate, where it's like in my opinion, the main person that is usually wanted doesn't even make it to the ballot. You know what I mean? It's usually the 4th, 5th, or 6th, you know, person that wins in the primaries that is really actually loved by a lot of the people. You know, you might not get the majority because you don't have the funding or all that stuff, but a lot of the times it's the Green Party and the Libertarians or somebody who's pretty moderate, whether they're on the left or right. And these are the people that genuinely have the most love when it comes to like the genuine people, but they don't even make it to the ballot most of the time. You know what I mean? So that's my point is they already know who's going against who, you know what I mean, years ahead. So, you know, I feel like, you know, they could choose who we nominate, but ultimately I still like to believe that our vote, you know, matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean 100%, bro. Yeah, but man, Hi-Rez for president, bro. Hi-Rez for president. God dang it.
On the news and media, believe what we're feeding you, and if you do not, then every hour we repeat it, bro. Disarm and depopulate. We choose who you nominate. We pretend to tolerate, and that's just how we operate. Use these dumb celebrities to push all our agendas, please. Who you think came up with the idea of human centipede? Make you sick and charge you for the cure that we have readily. Let's separate them medically, but to us they're all peasants. Just the truth, it doesn't matter.
No, okay, you got to break that one down too, bro.
Yeah.
The centipede part, you got to break that down to me because I'm not as well versed when it comes to the information. So if you could break that down.
So the human centipede one was more of you ever heard the movie Human Centipede or no?
No.
Okay, so it's an old movie. I just wanted to fit in like a little movie. It rhymed. Honestly, I was just sitting there at home.
It did.
I was like, all right, this time they popular. We choose who you nominate. We pretend to tolerate, and that's just how we operate. Use these dumb celebrities to push all our agendas, please. So that's obvious. And then the movie Human Centipede was an old horror movie, like 10 plus years ago, where this crazy doctor sewed the person's face to somebody's backside. and then they fed. It was a very horror movie, and then they fed the person, and they would attach these multiple people into a centipede. It was a very horror movie.
Oh my God!
It was really disgusting. It was really disgusting. So I just wanted to throw that in there, where it's like, yo, where did these ideas come from? And I'm like, yo, there must be some crazy, like Fauci. This is proven again. Fauci, you know, in recent times, it came out where they leaked the thing where he was testing like things on beagles. I don't know if you saw that, where the flies were like eating the beagles' faces and stuff.
Oh Lord!
It was. You have to look it up. It's already been proven. It's out there. Both sides covered it. Obviously, the left slightly hit it when he was like, you know, he was the golden child, obviously, of the era the last couple of years. But what was nice is like true people like PETA, who were like against animal cruelty. They came out, even though they're like very left. They were like, they still stood on their ground. And they were like, yo, you just wild out on these beagles, on these dogs, you know, testing all these things on them. And it's like, okay, it's one thing for all of us to be like, yo, we want to move forward with science. You're going to test on mice and rats. Like, I think a lot of humans can kind of get over that. But like, yo, I think a lot of humans are not going to be cool with you testing on dogs and shit. You know what I mean?
No, whoa. A lot a lot of American humans.
A lot of American humans in general. And
because
obviously,
in Asia, they don't mind.
yeah, in certain countries, they're definitely, you can find some sort of meat of exotic animals for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, Fauci being an American, obviously that's a little bit of a problem. I get it, man. I'm all for... I am progressive when it comes to, you know, tech and science. I'm not against progressing when it comes to certain tech. And I say that loosely. I'm still conservative in a sense of, you know, look at me, bro. This is my phone. You know what I mean? Like me personally, like I'm not rushing to get the new iPhone. I don't have the new iPhone. I don't have any of these new things. So me personally, but I think advancing in tech and advancing in science is good and bad, just like anything, right? It's like, it's really, people talk about Elon Musk, the microchip, what's it called? Neuralink. They talk about Neuralink. And yeah, it's bad if every single able-bodied human being puts that in their brain, and now, you know, you don't know who's operating that. But it's incredible if you can get a paraplegic person to stand up. That's amazing. You know what I mean? It's like, so these are, you know, once again, it's good and bad. It all depends on whose hands it ends up in, just like in any movie, right? Like you start something good and it could go in the wrong hands. But that's basically, you know, what we were talking about human centipede first.
yeah, and then you just completely broke it down to me. But I appreciate it, man. You take the opportunity, whenever you have, to just school people, and I appreciate that, man. You're just passing on information that you went out and sought yourself, and that's dope.
Absolutely, man. But yeah, I think that something like a human centipede is probably based on something that has been tested, if I had to imagine. I don't like, there was another movie called Hostel, and they literally just like basically trafficked people.
I've seen that.
And then, then they would get rich people to just torture them, because these rich people basically reached every level of doing everything, right?
Everything.
And that's why I think a lot of these, you know, these islands like Epstein's Island, that's why I think a lot of these things exist, because you reach a certain level where these people have done everything and anything, and they're just so bored. And it's like, you know, I'm not defending them at all, so don't take that the wrong way. Anyone?
Well, no. Well, what I'm hearing is, I mean, because this reminds me of Balenciaga, you know, the painters and the artists, when they were just showing all these little babies and the body pieces, and I'm like, wow, when do you get to that point where you just want to have that hanging in your house?
Yeah, man. You know, there are sick people genuinely that start out sick and always will be sick, and it's disgusting. And then there's evil. My homie Zuby broke it down today. He goes, stop calling evil people sick. Some people are just evil, because when you call people sick, it almost deduces, you know, like their level of accountability. Oh, they didn't know what they were doing. Well, I don't give a shit. They did some terrible things. I don't give a shit. They shot up a school. You touched a kid. There's no defense. I don't care how crazy you were. I don't care what you went through. I don't care what your childhood was like. You know, all of us have. I've met people that were in the worst situations growing up, that were think of the worst things you could think of. People close to me that turned out successful, that turned out accountable, that turned out wealthy, that turned out nice and humble, and, you know, didn't pass on that traumas to their children or their family members. So that's a built-in excuse. But
I think so too. I think so too. No, I ain't trying to take anything away from mental health, but you're not going to sit there and blame mental health on everything that's going on. There's just some evil, bad people out here, period.
100%, man. I think it's never as black and white as, you know, the media makes it. I made a song many years ago after my cousin passed in that school shooting I told you about last time.
Yeah.
And everything was politicized right away. And that's really what my song was about. It wasn't about saying, let's remove guns from people's houses. It wasn't saying, let's remove 2A. It wasn't saying, it just was, I remember saying like, just one of the easiest lines I broke it down was, some people blame the shooter, other people blame the gun, but it's clear to me and it should be clear to you that the fault is more than one. It's about mental health and politicians getting wealth, and every single tragedy, the press eats it up in its cells. And it's just so simple, man, where it's like, shouldn't we all agree that CNN's going to run to it, Fox News is going to run to it, the right's going to blame mental health, and the left is going to blame guns. And it's just so obvious. We all fit into our roles right away. And in reality, like, there is somewhere in the middle where it's never as black and white as we love to make it. But, you know, we love to, that's why I don't even post on these things anymore. You'll never see me post about school shootings really, or guns, not only because it affected my family and me closely, or because I'm desensitized, which is the case, but it's because like, it's the same cycle, bro. It happens, we argue, we pick sides, and it happens again. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And everyone feels like they have the answer to it. And I do have some personal feelings about you know, how they could be slowed and stopped. But I don't even get into it because it is what it is, bro. It's like that's not the hill I'm willing to die on right now. You know what I mean?
I hear you 100%, bro. Let's go ahead and play the last part of this. I think it's the hook, and let's continue to enjoy the video, guys.
Yep.
Cause we brainwashing the youth, poison the water and the sky and all your food. Rules for thee and not for me, we are immune. We make the rules, so tell me what's the truth. It doesn't matter cause we brainwashing the youth, poison the water and the sky and all your food. Rules for thee and not for me, we are immune. We make the rules, so tell me what's the truth.
The man, I mean, the one, what is he again? The person in charge of nuclear waste was caught stealing luggage at a Hi-Rez video shoot. Their current whereabouts is unknown.
Thank you for watching the video. You and your friends will eat the bugs, while me and my friends, we will eat the steak and the lobster and enjoy the beer. Make sure you buy the t-shirt, stop the greatly sick. Also, make sure you grab your Trust the Science t-shirt. And remember, once they're sold out, they're sold out. We don't return the t-shirts, we don't bring them back. Once they're gone forever. So only for the fans.com, that's where you get your t-shirts. Thank you. Peace.
Huh? You got some heavy hitters on this. Nice. Let's go, man.
Yeah, I want to just say I appreciate you for having me, bro. And it's always so fun to break. I mean, it's the first time we broke down a record. I'd love to do it again with you. And
really?
Yeah, I'd love to, man. I would love to. It's so fun, man, to just chat with people who are open-minded and like-minded in certain degrees. And I know you have a cool-ass audience, man. And I'm
bless you, bro. Half of my audience are cool. Half of my ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. Half of my ass.
That's how it should be, man. You know, it's you have to be reminded. You have to be, you know, I've been getting so excited lately just seeing hate again, because for years, it sounds funny, but for years I just didn't have hate. I had a lot of yes men. I had a lot of people just saying do what you do, and I wasn't really succeeding or growing that way. And now it's not that I'm taking into account haters ever. It's almost the opposite. But I just know that I'm doing something right again. You know, when they say that stereotypical thing, you're not doing something right if you have haters. Right. And I really reminded myself, I'm like, I must not be doing something right if I'm not a topic of discussion right now. I'm not pushing the envelope enough. I'm not creating enough if people are not hating enough. And you know, that's how I've been feeling. So I'm super excited to have a lot of hate again. Obviously, thank you to the fans, but I'm super excited and humbled to be having haters again. It feels good.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I think that you are doing far more than enough, and you have been for a long time, bro. The videos that you put out here, the content you put out here, the information you've been putting out for years, over 15 years, 14, 15 years, bro, that I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of artist you are. You gotta, you're giving people that run for their money, man. For real, no bull. And plus, one thing that you was talking about, how everything's already set up in the way that the media decides to pick and choose what side we take, if we're conservative or liberal. Yep. You know, something just now happened in Tennessee. Again, we're not even talking about the Nashville thing, which was horrendous. Which was horrendous, man, ridiculous. But people took up, okay, we're gonna talk about guns, and we're gonna talk about trans, and we're gonna talk about mental health. We're gonna talk about this. But then, just yesterday, there was a big shooting in Memphis, Tennessee, at a rapper's restaurant, his mom restaurant, where 2 people died and like 5 other people was just shot. And that's nowhere to be found. You got to go out of your way to try to Google because it doesn't match up with anybody's agenda. They like, okay, black people be killing black people. It is what it is. That's not big news. That's not big news. You know what I mean? So it's we definitely have a long way to go, man. We're going uphill. But with people like you, you make it so much easier and you make it fun, because you was talking about stuff in this song and I'm over here just dancing like I'm listening to something off the radio or something. But no, and I am, because this joint is a full bop. It's a straight out vibe, the whole thing. But you're talking about things that's hurting. Like they are hurting us with it, bro.
Thank you for
you're a real artist, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not meat riding or nothing, but you're a true artist. But one thing I would ask one day, bro, just say, look, we shoot another video, Van, fly out, and you can just play the janitor or just
I would love it
and throw up a deuces or something.
I would love it, man. I would love it. I have one more probably off this album, and you know, you have my number, man. Let's keep in touch probably sometime in the next month or 6 weeks or something.
Y'all heard it first.
Yeah.
I'm about to be an actor. I'm about to blow up.
I have some good ideas. I thought about it last time too, bro. But this one I put together so last minute, and we stretched the dollar, man. And I usually like to at least fly people out and you know, put them up somewhere. So you know, whenever we can make that happen, hopefully on this next one, I would love that. And
bless you, bro.
Thank you for what you said, man. Yeah, that's really the goal, man. That's the goal, is to open people's minds and kind of, like I said, reel them in. And I think we have a cultural problem in America right now, and in the Western world. You know, people, once again, people want to blame guns. They want to blame trans people. They want to blame Jews, blacks, whites. You know, whatever. Left wants to blame right. Right want to blame left. But in reality, if you look at everything I just said, that's a lot of people playing victim, and that's a lot of people shifting blame. So I think we have a culture attitude here where people need to just start, you know, I think it's always been like this, but it's gotten worse with the internet in the last few years, and the lockdowns kind of exacerbated it. But I think people have to start being introspective and really looking inward at who they are, what they are. And it's a shame, man, because people got so radicalized and tribal. And sometimes that's good, you know, if it's for the good, right causes, but most of the time it's bad. So, you know, hopefully we can start getting back to humanity, and hopefully this type of music wakes people up and realizes that I'm not whatever version they want to paint me out to be, just like you're not whatever version they paint you out to be. And, you know, we all have more commonalities than we do things, you know, opposite. So
that's right, man. Bless you, bro. Y'all heard it, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I am Van, and I'm with my man, Hi-Rez, aka Rez. I don't know what you wanted people to call you, Rez.
Yeah, Rez. Yeah, my homies, even my fan, everybody calls me Rez. Yeah, Rez.
Rez. I'm with Van, with Rez, and y'all let me know, man. Just thank you so much, bro. I'll see y'all on the next video. I'm about to go ahead and get this thing chopped up and released.
Appreciate you, brother.
I really appreciate it, man.